Georgia's job market hit new highs as the unemployment rate stayed steady in September.
Jobs were up by 6,800. The employment rate stayed the same, 3.4%. The report also shows record high numbers of jobs in Warner Robins.
But some businesses are still struggling to find workers. Hunter King joins us live from a restaurant in Warner Robins with more.
Yep, Frank and Lori, I'm outside of Mrs. Betty's fried chicken here in Warner Robins, and I talked to management earlier today, and they told me that these strong jobs numbers don't necessarily translate to easier hiring. We heard from the general manager today who painted a picture of some of the challenges that they still face.
In Warner Robins' bustling restaurant scene, Mrs. Betty's Fried Chicken is serving up more than just meals. They're also serving up job opportunities. But finding workers isn't easy.
I think it's a good thing for the city of Warner Robins. That's just means more people are working now. It's a good thing. But it's just sometimes it gets overlooked by the smaller businesses like ourselves.
New numbers show the Warner Robins metro area's unemployment at just 3%. The area added more than 2,000 jobs this past year. But for small businesses, the strong economy brings its own challenges.
I don't know if it's people just don't respond or just, they're not looking for this kind of environment, or maybe the pay, cost of living is just skyrocketing.
Those rising costs affect both sides of the counter.
People will have to watch their spending habits, same with their orders, they may cut back on some of the stuff that they usually get.
The report doesn't just cover restaurants, it's all jobs in the entire area. The numbers increased by 1,826 over the month and went up by 1,742 when compared to the same time a year ago.
We can't always just reach out, temp agencies, they don't always look out for us, because we're the little guy. But small businesses help thrive, the economy. But we make do with what we have.
As Warner Robins grows, small businesses like Miss Betty's hope they won't be left behind.
Miss Betty's is hiring. Just come in, get in an application, come talk to me.
Now, despite these challenges, management here tells me that they remain optimistic. They say that the people who are hired and who work here tend to stay, and it helps build a stronger business. Reporting live in Warner Robins, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News.
All right, Hunter, thanks very much. The report also shows Warner Robins' labor force is now at an all-time high, with more than 89,000 people either working or looking for work. The report also shows Houston, Jones, and Monroe counties have the lowest unemployment rates, all at 3% or lower. Among the highest, Twiggs, Hancock, and Telfair counties, all at 5% or higher.